I'm live, but
Also-
I gotta switch things real quick. Hang on.
Also, I will say, since we are officially live now, today is my 5-year Twitch anniversary. Yay!
Yay!
Affiliation
Yay!
day.
My stream just
Yay!
missed that because I only just turned desktop audio on, so repeat it, please.
Today is my 5-year Twitch affiliate anniversary. Yay!
Hooray! Yay for Nana.
We
Yay
sounded like
for
the kids
banana.
from FNAF right then.
Yeah.
The yay! The confetti everywhere.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to get started.
Ooh,
Is everybody
alright,
live? Who's going live?
Shane.
Everybody
I
here?
am live and ready with my new internet.
I'm
connection.
alive.
Fancy
Yay.
internet. Oh, OBS
Yes.
does not have this where it should be. Oh no, hold on.
Y-
Okay,
y-
so apologies, everybody. We've had some issues.
Hashtag blame
Actually,
Discord.
my OBS is currently hiccuping.
Uh-oh.
My
Mine-
OBS is
mine's
capturing
good.
the wrong screen.
You,
It's
you want to
capturing
know
the
a hiccup that I had with my internet for who knows how long without knowing about it?
There.
My computer was capping my internet usage.
What?
You had it
Why?
metered somehow?
Yes. It had it capped at 100 megabytes per second.
Well,
Hold on, I'm trying to fix my
I
chat
don't
like
like
my
my reroll.
because it's wrong and I don't know why.
so everybody, sorry for all the technical issues. Discord was having an issue, and now that we've got that, we're playing catch up to get started here. So, welcome to session 2.
Yeah, a
everybody,
little bit.
of Independence
Welcome.
Grasp.
Almost fixed.
Yay!
I don't like my reroll.
You were already last in initiative before, so
I
it
know.
didn't
It
change.
just kept me to save.
My chat window is all messed up.
Okay. Oh,
Sad
That's a
face is
little better.
sad.
hold on. There we go.
So go ahead and give me an initiative when you can, Neon for Colfax, and Fire for Naya.
I
Alright.
guess I need to fix this one too. Hold on.
Everything broke there.
Neon, can you say something real quick?
Yeah.
Thank you. Hadn't heard you in a while, so just want to make sure wasn't another issue.
No, I'm fine.
Neon, what is your dex modifier?
Oh, Colfax goes before you do.
Yeah, we were whatever the heck yours is.
Okay.
You would have had to. So just what's yours?
+2.
Yeah, it's more than that.
Now I've already gone
Okay.
through and figured out who goes first and what, so I'm prepared. You still here, Fire?
It's
I prepared
Yeah,
on
I'm
banana.
trying to
plus.
fix my
I'm
OBS.
I am
It is
+5.
Take
not
it.
For anyone who's wondering.
So how is everybody?
I was so scared to update my OBS once the fix for the broken one came out. I was like, nope. No,
I
no.
mean, I didn't update, but my
I didn't either.
my windows
I did.
are not the right size anymore.
It's okay, need a user. You can use this as an excuse.
It's okay. You have permission.
Naya has an 18.
I have news.
Huh?
What is your news?
Kitters went to vet yesterday. Officially, Luna is female. Storm is male.
Nice.
They
Nice.
got gendered yesterday. And yes. So I officially have a Luna girl. Yay!
My baby got gendered too.
So you have a
What are you having?
you have a Luna as well.
A
It's a
boy.
girl.
Another boy!
Yup, another boy.
It's a
Yay!
baby boy.
Congratulations, you're gonna be breaking up a lot of fights between those two.
Yup.
Do we have a nickname yet?
No, not yet. I had one
Wait,
picked
is this
out
an
for a
actual
girl.
baby or is this another fur baby?
Actual baby.
No, actual baby.
Baby.
Yes.
Meteor wifey pregnant.
Yay, baby!
Yes.
I have to think of one for a boy because I only had one picked out for a girl.
You really wanted that girl.
Yeah,
He
we
wanted
did.
one of each.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
So
Think
It's
it
okay. We're
says-
so excited.
Doing.
Meteor,
Yeah,
you
this is
should
as
keep.
good as it's gonna fix.
You should keep with the animal theme.
So I'm gonna go
Awesome.
ahead and give a quick recap,
Rue,
just in case.
you should keep with the animal theme.
So you
Okay.
can still
Anyways.
take all the time you need there, Fire.
It's as good as it's gonna get, without
So-
me resizing browser windows a ton.
During our last session, the children were out on an epic quest to gather herbs. And got a really weird feeling when they discovered a goblin that was heading towards a tree that it walked through because it received quite a hit in the back from a certain flaming midnight. So they chased the goblin into an invisible door in the tree, went downstairs, and shortly after arriving, they had a really bad feeling about something nearby. Most of them managed to get away, however, Phelan didn't quite, and suddenly the wall behind them exploded, sending rubble everywhere. So they've been
Explosion!
trapped in here in this cave that they've discovered. They have met a few goblins and left one sleeping. They've gone around and discovered this weird blue wall that they couldn't touch or reach. So they've gone all the way around this room and come out the other side where they've happened upon a large open area that's full of rubble. There's several dead goblins buried under rocks. And on the way here, they happen to look inside a little hole and see some spitters on the other side.
No, no, no. No, no. Say it right.
I'm sorry, some giant or web shooting bunnies.
Yeah.
There we go.
Thank you.
So they've come around the corner. They've moved down a little bit. They heard some hissing and soft sounds coming from the south. And they've moved far enough in and have enough light that everybody can see a very ornate golden door that seems strangely inset into this blue wall that went all the way around. It almost looks like blocks of opaque blue ice. Something Midnight noticed is that above the door, on a plaque in Abyssal,
Yeah.
is the words, "The treasure you seek lies within."
And I read it out loud.
Yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
My puppet read it out loud.
Now, I don't remember that happening.
In Abyssal or Common?
I'm just saying that now.
Oh, okay. Well, wait till
I
we
would
get
have read
started,
it out
then you
loud.
decide. Right now, only you know what it says.
Okay.
So we rolled initiative because something was alerted to everybody's presence, and so that is where we are going to start the game. So if everybody's ready, we can go ahead and get started.
According to my initiative, I am not ready.
The rest
All
of us
the
rolled much better
characters
this
are
time.
ready. Are all the players ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Wee wee.
Okay.
Yes.
So we shall get started. So, Neon Colfax, it is your turn. You can see what you see.
Also has a heads up. If
Mhm.
I'm quiet, I'm numbing supper.
Okay, I'm gonna move over here. If I can.
You can.
And I'm gonna investigate this dead body.
That goblin doesn't appear to have been crushed under so much rubble. However, you can see a green liquid oozing out of a bite on its leg. It
Ooh.
appears to be
Ooh.
from two fangs.
So probably
The
poison.
goblin is very much dead.
Okay.
It has a broken bow and a very shoddily made club laying next to it.
Anything else?
Nothing of note.
Okay, I'm gonna draw my crossbow, and I'm just gonna prepare an action. If the spiders come within range, I'm gonna take a shot at them.
Okay. Well, within range for you, crossbow has pretty far.
Oh, okay. Well, if they come
Mainly it's
within,
just that you can't see them, I'm assuming.
yeah, if they come within 30 feet, I'll shoot.
Okay.
Shoot them.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So midnight, that makes it your turn.
Well, I was originally coming over to loot the body, but then I get distracted by the plaque on the door. I'm
Mhm.
gonna come up to the door. Say, my puppet's going to say, "What you seek lies within."
You all hear a grating sound as the golden door opens inward.
Oh, wasn't expecting that.
It's speak, friend, and enter the puzzle.
So, beyond the door, midnight, you see 4 columns and this icy blue floor. However, on the floor, much like our current day, how you would imagine seeing a computer circuit, are all these little bits of light that seem to be zooming along the floor and up the walls and over the ceiling.
Okay.
In the middle is a small dais, a small altar-like thing that has a a ring with a blue gem sitting on it that is hovering just slightly off the top of that.
Mesmerized for a second. I just kind of stare at it, and then I look over to my right, and I see 2 giant spiders, and go. I back up a couple steps and go. There's spiders over there.
The door closes.
Oh. Should I attack?
Yeah, I'd attack them before they bit us.
Or should I just go in the door?
If you can sneak past, sneak past.
Okay. I walk back up to it.
Uh-huh.
Anything?
No, the door is still very much closed.
All right, I speak the words again.
Can you please roll me an investigation check? Or perception.
Sure.
Give me a perception. That one works better.
Okay, perception. Eight.
Okay. You hear something, but you can't quite make out what the sound is. And now that you're standing closer to the door, you can feel cool air blowing out from what appears to be 2 small things that are vent-like in a way. They have little dots in the wall there of the door, and you feel air pushing outward from it. You hear clicky noises. You speak the statement. The door does not open.
Nothing. I'm not sure what to do.
Talking was the free action. You moved up. You're standing there. You still have action and movement left if you want to use it.
Let's see, I went 5, 10, 15, 20. I think I've moved my full speed with going forward and back. So I think I'm just going to ready an action.
Okay.
For if the spiders start seeming like a threat.
Okay, what do you consider a threat?
If it looks like they're trying to come get us.
Okay, are you readying a spell or an attack?
Yes, a spell.
What spell
A
are you readying?
cantrip. It's going to be Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Naya, it is your turn.
Okay. Also, out of character, I did just drop the link in chat to your lovely intro, the Google Docs version.
Oh, well, thank you.
So there,
Very
all
nice.
the viewers can see that. But let's see. So we have spiders down below. We are sneaking towards the door. Naya's not very good at sneaking, but she's gonna try. But before anything else, for her action, she is going to Emboldening Bond. And I am going to create a bond between Phelan and Colfax. So as long as Phelan and Colfax are within 30 feet of each other, they get to roll an additional d4 and add it to an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw once per turn.
Once per turn.
Yes.
So don't forget about that, Nihon, Colfax, and Phelan. You can choose to roll a d4 when you roll a d20.
Yep. And that will be up for 10 minutes.
Okay.
So that's my action. And I am going to attempt to move forward quietly with my shield at the ready so that I can kind of guard everyone else from attack if necessary.
Okay.
I'm gonna get right here. Because I don't think I'll be able to squeeze past midnight without attracting their attention, probably. Depending on how far down they were. I can see pretty far, but I don't see them
There
yet.
was one like here and one like here.
Okay. Yeah, I have pretty good dark vision, but I can't quite see all the way into that room, so.
Yeah. When I was one step to the left, I could see them. I cannot actually see them right here.
Well, I can't see the tokens at all. All I see is the text.
Yeah.
So. If I can get here, I'll try to get here.
The
And-
tokens themselves are a little difficult to see, especially in the dim light.
Oh, give me a second. This should have activated. I've got,
I don't see them at all.
yeah, give me a moment. This
Wait,
might
if I
help.
do this. You can see them, but
Did that help?
yes, that definitely makes it easier.
Yeah, I had the thing on it. I just forgot to set it so that y'all could see that. I apologize for that.
Yeah, that helps.
Yep.
Yeah. These were tokens that were on it, so.
Okay. Cool. So that's gonna be it. My action and my movement.
Okay. So now, one moment. That way we know here. There, I've put an A and B at the start of each one of their things.
Okay.
So you can track it.
They're gonna stay as unknown creature for us in turn order tracker, which is what it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
So one of the spiders moves outward. Let me know when it is. The spider is crawling along the ceiling.
Oh.
There.
So I believe people can see it there.
Yes.
Hey,
So
yes.
That should
Yes,
be
we can.
within Midnight's sight.
You
Yes.
can indeed see the web shooting bunny with too many legs.
Yep.
Does it look like it sees us?
Its beady little head is moving. Its thorax is moving. It's definitely pointing towards you.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna shoot then.
Okay.
I'm not letting it get too close.
Yeah. You see several arrows piercing its abdomen.
How
But
high up
beyond
is the
that-
ceiling?
Here, because of the explosion, it's about 10 to 15. It's kind of wiggly in between there. So it's still within range to hit stuff with range. But if you want to actually physically get to the spider, you probably have to hop or stand on one of the rocks.
Does a 17 hit?
Do a 17 does hit.
Okay. That would be 10 damage, 8 force, and 2 bludgeoning.
Alrighty. The spider falls from the ceiling, unable to keep its grip anymore,
Okay.
and falls on its back, its legs twitching, and appears to be dead.
Lily,
Sorry.
your mic is making a lot of noise there.
Apologies. I needed to shift and grab my notebook.
That's cool.
I shouldn't be making noise anymore.
Okay.
Okay, next up will be Kalina. Give me a moment for it to rotate around. There
Oh,
we
it
go.
back. Nice.
There we go.
Kalina, it is now your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to come up to
Alright.
here. And I'm going to ready an action for when another speeder comes into view.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be Thorn Whip,
Alrighty.
which is my cantrip.
Okay.
And that's all I'm doing.
Anything else?
That's literally all I'm doing.
Okay. Perception. Okay, nothing. Another spider crawls out along the floor, dragging one of its legs behind it.
Oh.
So does that mean I get to attack?
Yep, it has
It's in your
moved
range.
Within range, within view.
It's 15 feet for that, right?
My Thorn Whip is 30.
Oh,
Yeah,
30.
Thorn Whip
Dang.
goes a long way.
Then yeah, I'd say that's in range.
Thorn
Does
Whip.
11 hit?
It does not. However, oh no, never mind. You're not failing. It's failing in Colfax, right, Naya?
Correct.
Yes. Phelan and Colfax have the D4.
Okay. So no, that does miss.
Okay. Continue.
Okay, it moves forward. Give me one moment. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I thought I heard a cat squalling. So, the web shooting bunny walks forward, Kalina, and attempts to
Mhm.
bite you.
Okay. Yeah, obviously that hits.
Okay, please take 5 damage.
Also, why does my character not have a shield?
Is it not one that you were given for starting?
I think my character's inventory was messed.
I don't think druids start
Yeah,
with a
druids don't
shield.
typically start with a shield.
You're not a cleric on this one, remember?
Okay.
Clerics start with
Okay.
shields.
I'd like you to please make a DC 11 Constitution save for me.
I save.
Okay. Please take 5 more damage. It
Yep.
happens. It's okay.
I'm in saving throws.
Yep.
Yep.
Kalina has crumpled to the ground. Now, here's the thing. You are stable.
So you're not taking death saving throws unless you take damage?
Well, right now she's definitely stable. It has bitten her and injected a poison of some type. You are considered poisoned, So you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. And while you are poisoned this way, you are paralyzed. So you're not making death saving throws, but you are currently unconscious at 0.
Sorry about that.
And even if you
That,
wake up, you will be
I was
paralyzed. as long
checking
as you're
something
poisoned.
and that updated in the wrong window.
And we have no spell slots. Oh dear.
Phelan, it is now your turn.
Hi.
You did not see anything that
Uh,
was not supposed to be seen, so don't worry.
I'm going to hang on. Let me. Each square is 5 feet, right? Can I stand there?
Yes.
Spiders can hit twice though. Fair warning.
Okay.
If you have ranged attacks, use them. If you don't, do what you gotta.
Let's see. Do I have anything? I don't think I do.
Question, Firedale.
Yes.
Is it valid, and I'm also asking this for the sake of the players who have yet to go, is it valid to run up to Kalina, move Kalina back a square, and then step in front of Kalina?
You can, yes.
Okay.
Wait. So can I? Because I saw her go down. So can I move her and then take her square?
You can. You can actually right
Again.
now you can go up and stand over top of her. So
Speeders
Okay.
hit twice.
I don't have anything. Range.
We can move you out of harm's way though, Kalina.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that. I'm going to trade play. I'm gonna move Kalina back a square and then take.
okay, so you go up,
her
you
spot.
tug her away from the spider. The
Yeah.
spider chooses not to attack the moving body as it leaves its range.
So you want me to push myself back one?
Yes.
Yee. Yeah, I put myself to the side of you, so it'd be easier to click your token.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hit it once with my. Wait, so I can hit it once with my weapon, and then I can hit it with an unarmed strike.
Correct.
If you have
Okay.
multi-attack.
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna
two
do.
weapon fighting, yeah.
And she has martial
Yeah, she can do
Yeah.
that.
ability.
So I'm gonna do that. Let me click
Okay.
them. Let me click me. Let me click. I rolled damage before I rolled the hit. I'm smart.
As a reminder, you are within
Wah.
30 feet of
Oh, no.
Colfax.
Okay, that one misses. Would you like to add a D4 to see if you hit? You can roll it to a 10.
Yeah, you can add a D4
Sure.
too.
We already know
That's-
an 11 misses.
11 didn't hit.
You can add it
11.
to an
Oh, it
attack
doesn't matter then.
roll.
Oh, people, come on.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Yeah, attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. So
Yeah,
I'm
so
good.
go
You
ahead
get
and
one
make your
per
unarmed
turn,
strike
so-
now.
Yeah, so I would not add it to this one.
That hits.
Yeah. Not the damage, correct, Lily?
No, you cannot add it to damage.
Okay.
That spider collapses to the ground, its legs kicking, and then it's still.
Gross. Guys.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're here.
Anything
We heard you
else?
say gross.
Anything else?
Yeah, she literally just says gross, and that's it.
Do you have any movement left, or have you used all of it?
Let me see. How much did it take to move Kalina?
Half,
Two.
isn't it?
Yeah, it took 2 squares. It took 5 feet of your movement to move her
So
There.
you've gone about
on
30.
top of the 5.
Yeah, I got 30, so I got about 10 left.
Okay.
Okay.
You were right here, right?
No, it's like right here. Or maybe I was right here.
Yeah, you were right there. So 5, 10, 15. Pull back is 20, 25, and move
Yeah,
in
so
is
you're at
30.
25.
So you,
Okay. It's either 25 or 30, yeah. depending on how the
Okay, so you
moving works.
5 feet of movement left. So if you
Yeah.
wanted to move a single square, you could. Otherwise,
I'm gonna move this way.
Okay.
And then that's it.
Colfax.
Colfax, Nihon,
Mhm.
it's your turn. There are 2 dead spiders that you can see rather clearly. To the south appears to be a very heavily web-covered area.
Ooh, this goblin has a club.
And there is a downed Kalina.
Yep, and Kalina is lying on the ground just in front of you. She's breathing. You don't see blood pouring from her anywhere. But you do see a wound that appears to be leaking a green substance.
Much like the goblin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unlike the goblins, though, you all actually came in well fed.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's still that spider that got Kalina would have gotten pretty much any of us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move
We
next.
are very squishy level 1s.
Can I move next to Kalina? Hold on, let me check
You
something
can.
here. Okay, I'm gonna move next to her. Let me check.
Okay.
I gotta look through my. So I have a question.
Mhm.
Spiders are what type of enemy are they?
They are beasts.
Beasts. Okay, thank you. That's what I thought. I just want to make sure.
Is that your favorite enemy?
Yes. Just want to make sure
Nice.
for future combat that I had that. Is there any way I can I try and stabilize Kalina?
You
I
certainly
am
can.
stable.
Okay.
Aren't I stable?
You are
You're also
stable.
poisoned,
yes.
but yes,
Yes.
you are
also
stable.
poisoned.
Can I just?
Uh,
Do I need? Would that help at all, or is that not going to help at all? Because I don't really have anything else I think I can do at the moment.
What I would like you to do, since you are considering taking care of Kalina,
Yep.
I would like you to please make a medicine check for me.
I knew that was coming, so
Yep.
Colfax, you are
Yes.
within range of Phelan, so you can add a D4
okay. So
if you chose to, if you think it'll help.
Yeah.
it might. Yeah, I think it'll help.
I would.
Yeah, 9.
9.
Would it help at all?
It does help slightly. You're
Okay.
reminded that you have medicinal herbs along with the food herbs that y'all were getting. A lot of herbs that you can eat also
Ooh.
have medicinal properties.
Okay.
So you're reminded that you have those, but you don't really remember if any of them will work on some type of venom or poison.
I'll turn to Naya and be like, hey, Liz. And I kind of like reach into my pocket and I just pull out like a big handful of like mixed herbs. Like they're
And
Alright.
just shove them down her throat.
no. I'm like, Liz, will this help? Will this help at all? Liz?
I'll take a look.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I know many things, but not this.
At a glance, you can give me a medicine check. If you want to go ahead and preemptively use your action for your turn, Naya, I will let you make it with advantage.
Yeah, I was gonna spend my action on trying to help Kalina because he preempted that. Yep.
Okay.
I might not need the advantage. I do have a +5 in medicine.
Oh, that's
You
good.
need to choose
That's
now.
something I'm good at.
Can't choose after you roll once.
Yeah. I'll roll with advantage just in case. I'll
Okay.
use that for my action. Okay.
18.
Okay, in that bunch of herbs, you do happen to see one in there that if you take a moment to crush it up, the oils for it can be used to neutralize a poison.
Okay.
So that is something that you definitely notice looking them over pretty well. So
I will-
Colfax, you have done an action. Would you like to continue movement?
No, I'm good.
He's like, I don't want to get closer to those things.
I mean, you
Nah.
can use your movement to possibly pick up Kalina and move first,
Midnight
but yeah.
is gonna
Yeah, you
Well,
could
here
use your
until she
movement to pull
sees
me away.
the spider, and then she's gonna roll an Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Is this the spider
Oh.
that's to your south?
Yeah, this one here.
Okay, please roll with advantage.
Okay, I'll take that.
It is not moving.
12.
Does 12 hit?
Please roll damage.
12
Okay.
hits.
So 12
DC
is
is
its AC.
AC is 12.
7 damage. 5 force, 2 bludgeoning.
Okay. You see the spider stop moving.
Is that the one that was wriggling?
Yes, that's the one that was.
That was the one that was
Oh.
twitching that fell from the ceiling.
And no,
The one that's gonna
this one was
explode in
way
the
down
babies.
south. That's outside of your range. So yes, way down in the room, there's one that was twitching and not moving very much. And through the burn gash on its body, you happen to see several small spiders emerge.
Oh no.
Ew.
Nope. End my turn.
Go in the door!
But as Midnight retreats, you hear her faintly say, "So cute."
Nope.
Okay, Midnight.
Of course,
is back
Midnight would love
there.
spiders.
She likes the creepy things.
Midnight.
Yes.
You hear a very loud, audible click immediately to your left towards the door.
Okie doke.
Anything
I-
Data user?
I
Same.
look up and say the words again.
The door opens.
I say, "What you seek lies within."
The door opens.
Oh, I can see him there now.
You
Hmm.
can hear a slight ticking noise.
Okay.
Is it a mysterious ticking
so-
noise?
I think we need to run
Could-
in.
Would I have heard that if I was right here?
No.
Okay.
It
We
was
need
after
to
you
be
were
right
done
on it.
moving.
Then I have no more movement. So
Yes, this was pretty much at the end of your movement.
okay,
Or the end of your turn, I should say.
gotcha. But in my turn over.
Naya.
My action is spoken for because we used it to roll for medicine check. Yes.
Correct. But you can still move.
Can I pick up someone and take them with me?
You can. You will move half speed. Pretty much it'll cost two squares of
5,
movement.
10.
10 feet to move 5 when you're carrying somebody.
You could get just inside the door with both of you.
I can't get just inside the door with Kalina. I'm one short.
You can pick
10,
clean up
20.
from where you are.
You,
Oh,
What's your
okay.
movement
So I don't.
speed?
I don't have
30?
to move into her space.
correct.
Okay. Then yeah.
You're
Then-
within
then we
reaching
will do
distance.
that.
so-
Yeah, I will collect Kalina
Okay.
and we will come in here. So if I can reach her from here,
You
then
can.
it's 10,
Yeah, you can pick up something next to you.
20, 30.
So you
Kalina
drag
is right
Kalina
next to
into
me.
the door.
And as I'm grabbing Kalina and walking in, I'll be like, hurry up and get in the door before I close it again. Just
As
so
you
everybody can
start
hear.
to go through the door, you feel a very strong, feels like a gust of wind pushing against you. It's almost difficult to walk through the door, but not quite enough that you can't. So this room definitely seems to be pressurized in some way, is how we would discuss it these days,
Yeah.
with air constantly blowing outward. The room
Yep.
is cool, but not as cold as it looks like it should be.
Okay.
Kalina, the poison has stopped, so you are stable. It hasn't stopped yet. Colfax has to apply or someone does.
I
but
thought
you
that's
are
what
stable,
Naya
so
was-
Yeah, I
you have
thought
to-
my medicine check would have also been doing that, but maybe not.
You said you had to crush it first.
Yeah, it
Oh, the
actually
medicine
has to
check
be
was crushed.
manipulated in some way.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, and I didn't have another action to do that.
So, Kalina, you're fine, so no death saving throw. Do.
I'll just continue being muted doing my work.
Okay. I'm going to, like, was I close enough to hear the clicking as well, or was that just midnight?
You can hear it when you're right next to the door. It's a very soft clicking noise that sounds like gears on gears, or like a clock may sound, a mechanical clock that you may have seen in town from one of the clockmakers.
Can I call out as I'm parking myself inside the door? It sounds like the door's on a mechanism. You might want to get in.
You certainly can. Talking's a free action within reason.
Oh yeah, and that's it.
Phelan, it's your turn.
I'm going in that door.
You don't like the spiders you can see?
Somebody grab Midnight on the way in.
He's all 30 feet. Get him in there. Zoom.
Okay.
Don't forget our other little friend.
Anything else you'd like to do, Phelan?
Yeah, I'm assuming Drema's coming at this point.
Yeah.
She's
I've got
looking
it right
around
now.
and she's kind of just like, what is this place?
Yeah, so you did hear the description that I gave when Midnight saw, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's literally just looking around like, what is this place?
So Phelan moves in. Drema moves in.
There we
You
go.
hear a soft thunk in the door, and then hear more of the soft ticking noises. As it rolls back around to Colfax.
Okay.
Please drag Midnight in.
I was gonna say, I have an idea here. I'll ask for DM for a ruling on this.
Ask away.
If I move here, and I use my action to dash, but I wouldn't say dash, but I don't want to say dash, but I use my action to run in and I tackle Midnight through the door. Can I do that? Is that okay?
Sure.
You can use a dash action to double your movement,
Yes.
and then tug Midnight inside if Midnight is willing. If Midnight is not willing, then you will need to roll an opposed strength check versus Midnight strength or dex for
Yeah, I'm willing.
attack.
Okay.
movement.
All right.
Yeah, I'll let Rule of Cool rule on
Oh,
that.
there's a swarm of web shooting bunnies. I didn't notice that before.
Yes.
Yeah, those were the ones who came out of the other one. Yeah.
Yeah. They kind of popped out of Mama.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just use my dash action to dash into here, and as I
That
do,
will double your movement.
and as I run past Midnight, I'm just gonna kind of very quickly tackle Midnight into here,
Okay.
and just look out! And I just barrel through Midnight with kind of wrap a small claw around her and just kind of tumble in a complete and total mess.
Okay. The door is still open. Anything else? Any bonus action?
I already used my action, so I can't look around for anything, can I?
Yeah, I think crushing herbs is a full action too.
Okay. Alright. Well, then, no.
Okay. Midnight. It's your turn.
Okay. Naya's up next, so she can give the herbs. I'm gonna lean out, fire
Try
another
to
Eldritch
close the
Blast,
door.
and then come back in.
Hold on. Step back out.
Yep.
Okay. The door It's still open. Go ahead and fire.
Okay.
He just needed to make us nervous for a minute.
Yeah. I was like leaning out, not stepping out, but
Mhm.
can't really do
My
that.
girlfriend was just like, "Were you meowing?"
10.
That misses.
Mm,
All right, I'm going to step away from the door
The door
because
closes.
last time I did that, it closed.
The moment you're further away from the door, it immediately closes.
Interesting that it's reacting to me specifically.
You hear a very loud clunk in the door. There, Naya.
okay.
And then what sounds like a spring, and then soft ticking.
Huh. Okay. So whatever mechanism's going on, something happened again.
For the moment, I will take us out of initiative.
I would like to stabilize Kalina, please.
Unpoison me,
She
please.
is very much stable.
I would like to unpoison Kalina, please.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk around the perimeter of the room,
Okay.
just looking
you
to see if there's
little things
anything
sticking up out of the ground that appear to be almost like icy stalks that have
Okay.
a point on the end. They look kind of spiky,
Okay.
but not quite. And they too have these little lights zipping along them in straight lines. Occasionally, these lights will go outward along the floor. This room is quite interesting in that way that everything seems to be made of the same material, including the columns and everything else. Very intricate patterns, but very blocky. Like I said, very much like a circuit board would be.
Okay.
Nothing. Now, so you do that. Kalina is no longer poisoned.
Hooray!
I'm still down though, right?
Yes, you're still at 0 health.
Now, if only somebody knew that my blanket could give me health.
I don't know
My-
if any of us
Did
would
you
know
did you
No.
tell any of us this?
No, that's why I'm saying if only somebody knew.
that. Then none of us know.
Secrets are bad.
This room is cool.
If only somebody knew.
Mm-hmm.
Grandma starts walking around looking at stuff like Midnight is. Phelan, Colfax, Naya, after you've taken care of Kalina, is there anything you'd like to do?
Just
I would
kind of
like
again,
to
look around.
Just
Yeah,
a
just
reminder, this
explore.
room is as it is. There are 4 pillars surrounding a dais or an altar of some type that it appears it's round. And
I would like-
floating just on top of this altar is
Okay.
a ring with a very azure deep blue gem.
Mm.
I'm
Midnight is
sure.
sorry,
Sorry, go ahead.
Midnight's very specifically staying outside of the ring of pillars at the moment.
Yes.
I would like to, before anyone does anything, ask my pendant a question.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to ask, is there anything I can do to help Kalina?
She seems kind of cool or cold.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh. Cold
Ask
is yes?
ask a question, get a cryptic answer. Naya's gonna be like, she looks cold. We can make her less cold.
Oh. Okay. I
Digs the
understand now.
blanket
I understand now.
and tucks her in. Makes a little burrito.
That went straight over my head.
This is why I have the cryptic speaking necklace and not you, Meteor.
That's probably a good thing.
This is fire now telling you that my blanket gives HP.
Yeah.
Hey, she asked the pendant.
Magical
I
talking
did.
dragon in the sky. How do you know?
That's what my pendant does. I ask a question, I get an answer.
Oh, Magic Conch, what shall we do?
A very
That is my
cryptic
item's ability.
Nothing.
Okay, Kalina, she drapes the blanket over you, and for now, while you have it, you fall into a deep sleep. And
Yes.
you heal 1 hit point.
Okay, so how do I do that? Because I've got the death saving throw thing.
Just
So
do
mark them as
death
3
saves.
successes.
Yeah. 3
You should be able to. There you go.
Okay, there.
Burning says, if I remember correctly, each of you have a minor magic item.
We each have
Sort
a
of.
unique item that we were given at the start. The
Yes.
pendant is mine, the blanket is Kalina's.
Yes, my
Right.
blanket that hums actually gives me HP.
I got a plushie. It can come to life.
That did not sound like plushie. Just saying.
I heard plushie.
I heard Plushy.
I did not hear plushie.
But yeah, so we've revealed now what Kalina's does and what mine does.
So
Yeah.
inside, I should say, now that you're in, you do not see the plaque above the door on this side.
Okay.
It doesn't say the treasure you seek is out there.
Well, of course it wouldn't say the treasure we seek is out there. It said it was in here.
Okay, you hear a very loud clunk from the door there, Naya, and no
Very-
more clicking. So this room is cool, but kind of comfortably so. You know, it's not freezing. You have seen the room, so the room is as it is. People are wandering around looking at things.
Phelan sits down exactly where she is.
Naya, as you move closer to the pillar there,
Mhm.
you see a slight outline on the pillar that seems odd. The inside of it is completely devoid of all these circuitry-looking flashes of light that are moving everywhere. So it really catches your eye in this very lit-up section of the wall that it's a void there.
Part of this pillar is empty, you guys.
Well, it still looks
Oh.
like the pillar is there. It's just
Well,
completely devoid of the circuitry-looking.
There's
part.
no lines, it's just solid. That's
Well,
weird.
I don't know what to do about that. You guys know what to do about that?
I'm gonna take out a hammer from my bag
Uh-huh.
and just kind of give it a toss in here beyond the pillars to check if it's safe to cross them.
I would like to use the back of my mace to poke the wall where it's solid on the pillar.
Okay. So several things happen here. Midnight draws a hammer from the bag or the backpack, tosses it in at the same time that Naya taps the little blank spot on the pillar. The blank spot on the pillar gives a little bit, as if it's some type of pressure plate or a
A
button.
switch. Mm.
Several of the spikes that are in the corners of the room, some extend, some retract
Oh.
into the ground, and a humming starts in the room.
Uh-oh.
The lights activate more, they're zooming faster, and they all seem to now be traveling whatever path they take. It ends at the dais in the middle. Midnight. Go ahead.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say, can I attempt to memorize a path?
You can.
Okay.
Please give me investigation. All the lights, because how small they are, it's really hard to follow a specific path. But you can definitely see several that lead towards it. I mean, eventually, watching any of the lights that goes around, they all end at the pillar.
Okay.
Even the ones that go up and over the ceiling, come right back down on the other side of the room and eventually lead to the center. It's hard to even see where the lights are starting. It's more of, you can definitely tell where they're ending. Midnight, you threw the hammer in at the same time. Please make an attack throw with an unarmed attack.
Okay. 13.
Does a 13 hit you?
Hit me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you throw the hammer there. It almost goes. You feel a gust of air as the hammer is thrown back at you. And it hits. Please take 1 damage.
Okay.
You have a hammer again, at least.
Yeah.
Was it very pleasant?
Get hammered.
When that happened, the
just so
dice
you know,
did glow a slight bit.
It does glow a slight bit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I have a
Just so
glowing
you know, Phelan's totally laughing at that.
just
Yeah.
in case it makes any difference, Firedale,
Mm-hmm.
my unarmed strike damage is 0.
Well, you didn't attack yourself. You
Right.
threw the hammer. It then
Okay.
threw it back. So anyone doing anything else? I mean, we can stay here all day.
I would
I'm good.
like
Let's stay here.
to.
Let's say it's been maybe 5 minutes.
I'll ask Drema to press a pillar, because I want to look at another pillar and see if there's any more spots like that.
I'm going to come over to this one and look as well.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
me.
you want Drema to stay at that one or go to a different one and look around?
Stay at the one that we've already found.
Okay.
I kind of want to look at the wall, see if there's anything on the walls that would also indicate.
Okay.
I would also let people know not to cross the...
Not to go in
Right.
between the pillars, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Everybody who's checking things out, please give me an investigation check, please.
Since it's been 5 minutes, do I get
I
4
don't see
more
anything.
HP?
Colfax and Phelan, you are still getting the D4 until Firedale says 10 minutes have passed.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm rolling an investigation so Phelan can check out the
Give me
pillar
just a
she's
moment,
at.
Banana. I'm
Yeah,
taking
thank you.
Because I think you held
1
one every
HP.
minute for 10 minutes.
Yes.
I
So
got
since
it.
it's been 5,
Dirty
it means
20
I
then.
get 4 more, right?
Yes.
Tell me when minutes have been up, please.
Will do. So they move around, they search. Let's say another minute has passed. Naya, on that one, you don't seem to notice anything, by just feeling around, but your eyes are, however, drawn to another voidish spot that's on it.
Okay.
Phelan, you definitely see something that sounds like what Naya might have described on that pillar. And actually, as you're looking around, you accidentally press it.
Uh-oh.
The hum gets louder. Some of the spiky growths of ice start moving more upwards. A few actually go all the way to the ceiling and seem to push into the ceiling in a way. Several others go down into the ground, and where it was, there's nothing. It's just plain floor. The lights seem to be moving faster. And I need everybody to please make a wisdom save for me, except for Kalina.
Okay, I was gonna say, how do I make a wisdom save when I'm asleep?
Is this
Well.
something that I would have a bonus against? Is this a sleep effect?
This is not.
Okay.
You start to hear whispering, but you can't quite make out what it's saying. And you hear it from all around you, echoing off the walls in the direction of Midnight and Colfax, from the door, from the ceiling, from the floor. You hear whispering. this includes everybody.
I'm asleep.
Every
No, it doesn't include you. You're fine.
yeah.
Midnight, you can kind of make out what the whispering is saying, but it's so quiet you really can't. But it sounds very the abyssal language, but it's hard to tell what it's saying
Okay.
to you.
So, am I like catching every other word type of thing?
More like you're catching random syllables on occasion, so you really
Okay.
can't form words from it.
Okay.
But you can definitely tell that that's kind of like the language that it sounds like, but you're not 100% sure.
Okay.
Let's say another minute has passed there, Kalina, as this whispering has happened. Dreama covers her ears.
Interesting.
Naya will abandon her pillar to go back over to Dreama.
Okay, sorry, say that again.
Naya will abandon her pillar to go back over to Dreama.
Okay. She is covering her ears and mumbling under her breath. She seems very distressed.
Dreama, are you okay?
She starts shaking her head no and is starting to say, "It's bad." The voices are saying such bad things in a very, very quiet, meek voice. And she looks up at you with her ears still covered and says, "Do you really like me? Are you
Of course
really
I
my
do.
friend?"
Of course we're friends.
Another minute has passed, Kalina. So, Midnight, did you want to do anything with your pillar?
I rolled a 3 on my investigation of it, so
Mm-hmm.
Assuming I know about these void spots,
Mm-hmm.
I would be looking for one of those.
Okay, you can make another roll with advantage. Dreama stomps her foot and starts shaking her head frantically as if she's arguing with something or upset about something.
12.
And she turns around and looks at Phelan and says, "Did you really? You really
Did I-
did?"
I really did what?
And then she says, No, you wouldn't. I need everybody to please make a wisdom save for me with disadvantage.
Can I?
How do you do the advantage and disadvantage again?
Does that include me?
Can I guide myself?
You can.
Okay.
Colfax and Phelan
You
get
still
the
don't need
D4
to,
still.
Kalina.
It's ability check, so it won't help here. But
Oh, okay.
How do you do the fancy dancy?
Control will do.
well, no. Colfax and Phelan
disadvantage.
can add a D4. Yes.
Shift will do advantage. Control disadvantage.
They do
Shift
get the
does
D4.
disadvantage?
Yeah.
They do get the D4?
Yes. My guidance doesn't trigger here.
Do you want
but
me to
theirs
roll
does.
Yeah.
the D4 twice then? One for the first one and one for the second?
For disadvantage,
No, it's 1d4.
Right, or just like because I roll.
Just for the higher or the lower. I
Okay.
guess.
I'd say it's for the roll, so I'll add it to both.
Okay,
Got it.
so
5.
that's a 17 and a 22.
I failed.
So 17 is the disadvantage.
Okay. So Naya,
My
did
God,
you
it's
want
sad.
to? What was it that you wanted to do?
I was going to cast guidance on Dreama.
Okay. Naya and Phelan, you hear these voices in your head. You can't quite make out what they're saying, but they start showing you images. You know, Phelan, there was a time when Colfax stole your teddy bear when you weren't looking and ducked it under the dirt in the mud. And secretly, one of the women at the orphanage had found it and got it out and washed it and brought it back to you. And Naya, You see that at one point Kalina did something bad to one of your drinks and actually put a little bit of mud in it, a little bit of dirt one of these times.
Lies.
I probably failed as well, Firedale. Would I have gotten
You did.
with a 7?
Midnight, you happen to see that at one point Phelan took one of your puppets and broke a stitch.
Oh.
As these whispers get louder, and you can understand the words more. It's like, this is the truth. I'll show you the truth. This is what you should see. You should know that this happened. These people aren't your friends.
Naya's gonna giggle.
Phelan?
Yeah.
I'm gonna come over.
Naya's gonna giggle.
I'm gonna come over to Phelan and give her a death glare, and try to intimidate her.
Lena, go ahead and finish your 10 minutes. Naya, that spell drops.
Mm-hmm.
Kalina, you wake up. You're a little
Okay.
tired, but you wake up.
I still have technically 1 more minute of healing, but I'm at 9, so we're good.
What? Why are you looking at me like that?
I want. Can I actually roll an intimidation check for this?
You can, and Kalina, I need a wisdom save, please.
20.
So
I
Phelan,
think I'm good.
Phelan, can you please roll? And is it an insight check, I believe, for intimidation?
I'm not sure what it's against.
Let's go ahead and do insight. Phelan, can you please roll me an insight check?
Emboldening Bond has now dropped.
Does it really matter? Because I can't beat it even with a nat 20. It'll be a 19.
You feel very put off by this death glare. Kalina, you hear these whispers from all around you.
Okay.
Why are you looking
Dreama
at me like
steps
that?
away and runs to the other side of the pillar.
Firedale, which puppet was it?
Let's see. Let's say it was Princess.
Whoa.
You.
Firedale's
broke
trying to start a war. Oh my
Princess.
god.
I didn't mean to. I was just curious is all.
Are these actually true?
Yeah. Are. That's the next question. Would Phelan have any clue what I'm talking about?
Phelan has no clue.
Oh.
So don't admit
she's
to
fessing up
anything.
to.
Oh, I thought these were like actual memories that the children were like hiding.
No.
Not as
It's
far as we
lying
know.
to us, but we think it's the truth. at the
Okay,
moment.
okay, that's okay.
Yeah. So, You have no clue what I'm talking about when I say you broke Princess.
Everybody, please make a wisdom save for me.
Straight.
Kalina, please make yours with disadvantage.
Alright, I got a 15.
Oh wait, was that supposed to be a straight or is that supposed to be with disadvantage?
Straight.
I'm supposed to be
Alright.
disadvantaged.
And we don't have the D4 anymore, right?
Correct.
Kalina has disadvantage. I
D4
have
is gone. D4 went away when Kalina woke up. The timing worked out.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure.
So, Kalina, you start seeing these visions of things that your friends have done. One point,
Okay.
they actually took one of your flowers that you had collected and smashed it up and threw it away and hoped you'd never see, you never noticed that it was gone. It was one of your favorites, too.
Who did it?
This was Colfax. He even giggled when he did it. Colfax, you start having these thoughts about the others as well. Naya at one point actually put some oil on your bowstring and and you vividly remember trying to hunt that day and your fingers kept slipping off the bowstring. You vividly remember this.
You monsters! How dare you! How dare you do these things to me!
Phelan's literally just gonna like cover her ears like she's trying to make it all stop.
Drama?
Yeah, she keeps running. She hid behind a pillar. You step around. She gives you the death stare as well.
I'm gonna hold my
Naya,
hand out
you
to
start
Drama.
seeing where people have been poisoning your food and
Man, on a
putting
10 even,
things
so-
dang, what is it? I'll just leave it at poisoning your food, your drink. Midnight. The image of your puppet starts looking wiggly in your brain, as if you're trying to fight off this thought. I
Okay.
need everybody except for Midnight to please take 2 psychic damage. As the whispers get louder, almost hurting your ears.
I'm gonna cast
Dream it.
Emboldening Bond again.
Has Phelan pressed her button on this pillar?
No. Oh, yes. Phelan did, yes.
Alright.
I've been looking for it.
Seeing this get wiggly.
Now you can still see Drima very clearly from where you are. She is shaking her head frantically, saying, "No, no, no, they wouldn't do that."
I'm gonna
isn't true."
cast Emboldening Bond between myself and Drima.
Okay.
Would I be able to discern that this is probably deceptive?
You can make a wisdom check if you would like.
Sorry, Doggo wanted a Trito. What are we doing?
6.
I don't
As
think
far
you're
as you
very
can
wise.
tell, everything seems very vivid in your mind. You know, that you
actually-
saw this happening.
Okay.
This is not a save
Too
for
late.
you. This
Yeah,
was
I was gonna ask if I can gaze into my pin first, which gives me advantage on wisdom check.
no, that would have
Too
been
late.
something to.
Yep, I thought about it too late.
So I need everybody to please make a charisma save.
Charisma save.
I crit.
Drima gets to add a d4 to hers.
I'm gonna come back over to this pillar angrily and look for the void thing again.
Midnight.
Yep.
You collapse to the ground. The voices are so loud in your head, it's physically hurting you. Almost.
Okay.
For the moment, you are paralyzed. Colfax
Yes.
and Phelan, the same thing happens to you. Kalina and Naya, you see 3 of your... Well, Naya can barely see, but Naya can see. You see 3 of your friends suddenly collapse to the ground, holding their ears, and the whispers are getting louder. The whispers are
Oh,
getting
yo.
louder for Naya and Kalina as well, but not quite to the point that this is going on.
I'll
Dreama
yell
runs
to
over
Naya.
to this column over here and says no, no, and puts her hand on the column as if she's trying to steady herself, and the spikes move again.
I'm going to press the switch on the pillar where I am because I abandoned it before I did.
All the spikes that were moving, the ones that were lifting, rise up and push into the ceiling. Naya and Kalina, I need you please to make a charisma saving throw. With disadvantage.
You do know I was trying to say something, Firebutt.
Go ahead. Tell
I
me
was
what you were
trying to
say.
ask Naya, what should we do?
Okay, sorry.
Well, I'm attempting to hit the pillars again. I don't think it's gonna help me, but I do get to add a d4.
So is that your disadvantage roll, Kalina?
Oh, no. I didn't hear the
That puts
disadvantage
me at a
part.
13 at the disadvantage.
7.
And you said it's a D4, Naya?
Yeah. 1d4.
Okay. There's that. Okay, Kalina, Naya, you too collapse to the ground. This is so overwhelmingly loud in your ear, and these images are flying by about the people in town. Naya, you actually see images that just flash by for a moment of someone that looks a lot like you, just older, very womanly, throwing you through a doorway of some type.
Okay.
You hear a scream as Dreama lets out a loud scream that actually overpowers the yelling as she yells no and dives over to the ring. And I need to roll. Well, that's not well. She manages to get the ring. However, it is flung away from her.
Where is it going?
For the moment, the whispering suddenly stops. I don't have a thing for the ring. Give me a light, give me a light, give me a light. Sorry, it's taking me a moment here. She manages to knock the ring off of the post there. However, she can't hold on to it, as whatever's in the middle throws her and the ring away from the dais. She lands on the floor next to it. The whispers completely cease, and for just an instant, you can hear, you can see. Everything is calm. The memories that you just had are completely gone, as if you never had them to start with. And then you see the ring fly towards Dreama. You see it hit her in the throat. You see a little bit of blood splatter. You see her reach and grab her neck.
I'm gonna
And then a
run.
moment later, you see an explosion of blue light emanate from her. Emanating out from the room, encompassing you all. Kalina, Phelan, Midnight, Colfax. You fall asleep. Naya,
Okay.
Yep.
something that you've only heard about, read about, comes over you. You suddenly start feeling tired, as if your body's had more than it can do for the day. Your eyes, for some reason, feel heavy. Your brain feels like it's slowing down. This is something you've never experienced before in your life. You definitely start to feel more tired, and you feel like you can't concentrate on your trance. That something is definitely slowing your body down, slowing your brain down. This is what you feel happening.
Can I stagger towards Dreama?
You can, but you fall just short. You can still move up to her. You're able to, you end up on your knees next to her. You feel your mind becoming a haze.
I'm gonna reach out and try to touch her.
You reach out and touch her. She collapses in front of you. She's still clasping her throat. There's blood everywhere. And the last thing you see is her reaching out her hand to you before your eyes close. And for the first time in history, an Eladrin goes to sleep.
Okay.
Eladrins don't sleep?
We are immune to magical sleep, and we only do trances. We're elves.
Okay.
We meditate. We don't sleep.
Everyone's still okay?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll let
Maybe.
what happened just sink in for a moment. If that's okay with you all.
He died.
You're my dad.
Holy
She
shit,
died.
we killed her. Good job, everyone.
Good job, everybody. Bravo, bravo.
good
Take
job.
a bow.
Good job. We
Take a bow for the crowd now.
We have our first party death.
Whoa,
For those who are
All of it
curious,
is
Good.
Naya's intent with running to Dreama was to attempt to, knowing that something was going on, was going to attempt to staunch the blood flow before she passed out.
Holy
Didn't quite
shiitake
make it.
mushrooms,
Yeah.
guys. I see Jesus.
good job, everybody.
Needy
Look-
user says this is what you get for throwing a hammer at it.
Good job. Let's
Yeah.
Aw.
everyone, let's debrief at Denny's. My treat.
I've actually been to a Denny's once in my life.
I used to be obsessed with Denny's as a kid. I was obsessed with like their mac and cheese.
We didn't really have too many Denny's around here. We had lots of Shoney's though.
Denny's also had like this color changing stuff that was specifically only for Sprite.
I just want to point out
And I
the
was
map's
obsessed
doing
with it.
something really fancy right now.
Yeah, if you look closely, you can see Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
If you look closely, you can see Jesus.
He's right there.
Look, it's all animated and beautiful. Enjoy it. Bask in it.
Oh my
Bask in the
god.
glory.
Oh my
Animated.
god, it's Gale from Baldur's Gate 3.
Do you like my fancy map?
It's very pretty.
Yes,
It's very fancy, it's
Very
very pretty.
fancy. Yes.
Yay.
I didn't know we could do fancy stuff like this on Road 20, so this is cool.
So, Colfax.
Yes. Yes.
You feel yourself sitting on something, and a white fog surrounding you.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a voice in your ear.
Oh, there I am.
Sounds to be kind of echoing. Meh,
I have a question.
meh.
Yes?
Phelan, you feel yourself sitting on something. You're not quite sure what. Feels very stone-like and cool. And you too hear this voice echoing from the room.
Sorry about that. Here's a question. You feel yourself sitting on something. It's very cool. Feels stone-like. You too hear this voice. Hear me. And this is what you all hear. Oh, Lena, Kofax, and Phelan. Hear
was like-
m-
Hear me.
me. Naya? In a strange turn of events, you also find yourself sitting on something stone-like. It's a little more clear for you, though. You can tell that it's a white stone, almost like a white marble. Hear me.
We can hear you.
Hear me.
We can hear you.
The moment you say that, the fog clears. He looks. You see a man standing with his hands on a taller chair. You're surrounding a stone table. In front of each of you, there's a cup that appears to be full of water. It's made of glass and a piece of bread. However, as soon as the fog clears, he's standing there. He looks extremely surprised, and he says, "Who are you? Where?" And he disappears.
Well, that was rude.
Oh my gosh, it's Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top.
Ugh. Naya's just gonna kind of groan a bit, and she's like, "How do y'all sleep? God, that felt awful. How do y'all do that every night?" Ugh.
Usually I close.
Not like this.
Usually I close my eyes and I think about things and I just kind of drift.
It felt terrible. Ugh.
Oh, please stop.
Ugh.
He reappears. He looks frustrated.
Dad? Where's Midnight?
He looks around. He definitely lays eyes on the empty seat.
Where's
Naya,
Midnight?
he looks at you and says, "Who are you?" He seems very intent on his question. You feel like you can't lie.
Hi, I'm Naya. We were just looking for herbs and medical
holds up his
supplies with one of
finger.
our friends, but one of our friends is missing.
He holds up his finger as you're speaking. And he looks at you and says, "Say your name again."
Naya?
Okay, he then turns his head around the table and looks at Colfax and says, "Colfax?"
Yes, that is me.
You see him age maybe a day or two. And he looks at the empty seat again and he says, "I'll be right back."
Dragon check GM. I mean, GM's tech DGM.
Check my DMs.
Yeah.
Okay. One moment, I'm checking.
Kalina's just intently staring at where Midnight should be. And very, very worried.
I tried to tell him that Midnight was missing, but I don't think he was listening. He seemed to know Colfax, though?
Well,
Is he?
I don't know.
my brain is foggy.
Suddenly, the empty seat is filled as Midnight appears. He returns. And just behind Midnight, you see a gate that's shuttered and locked and has chains wrapped around it. He appears with the words, "An accord." Midnight, you appear. You're sitting in a seat surrounded by your friends.
Just gotta say, I like the cup that the cups are appearing with us.
At your feet, it seems to be a golden ball and chain attached to your ankle.
I did see that.
Yep.
The tall man, I can describe him now that he's more clearly seen. He's tall. He has a long flowing beard. He's wearing a golden shaped robe, or a golden colored robe.
I like a robe.
He seems visibly shaken as he walks around his chair and sits down.
Naya's gonna reach a hand across the table. Are you okay? You don't look okay.
I don't feel okay either. This is so much. He looks at you, Midnight, and says, "I'm sorry. It's what I had to agree to."
Naya's gonna hold out her hand towards Midnight.
Do I have my puppets at all?
You do.
Okay.
Also, Meteor, you got really quiet.
Did I?
Did Meteor
A
get
little.
really quiet to everybody, or just me?
He's a little
No,
quieter, but
Got a little
not
Are
quiet.
you,
much.
A little bit,
are
but
you
not too
sitting
much.
back?
Yeah.
I was sitting back a little. Is this
Okay,
good?
So he takes a deep breath.
Did I just hear Dada?
Yes, you did.
Yes.
That's so cute.
That was so cute.
I'll wait.
I I'm intently looking at the guy from across the table, just
You
staring at him.
you hear Dada out of the ethereal.
Yeah, Naya's just trying to grasp Midnight's hand.
Can I reach my hand out for her?
You can. And
I-
you just feel as if you're glued to the chair.
Okay. I stare down
Naya,
at the
you don't, but
ball and chain.
Midnight specifically feels as if she's glued to the chair. So he lifts his head up and says very clearly, "Can you all hear me?"
Yes. And who are you, sir?
Last I heard, all of our ears worked.
He starts to say, "You," and then he disappears.
Again? He keeps doing that. Midnight, are you okay?
Sorry. Distracted by the high dadas behind me.
Oh my god, he's so cute!
It's adorable.
He's so adorable.
Midnight
Ru-
is distracted by the
yep.
ethereal voices.
Impromptu Rue takeover.
Yes.
He's not even
Usually
in
it's
the room. He's
Abby.
upstairs.
Usually it's
Oh, now
Abby
they're
that takes
coming down.
over.
Hold on 1 second. Hi, Rue.
Hi, Rue!
On closer inspection, now that he doesn't have
You
your
got 1
rapt
minute to say
attention,
hi to Dada and see him burn it. We gotta go upstairs.
you also see a tea kettle, some grapes, and what appears to be a honey storage thing. It's even got the classic honey stir rod etched on the side of it. And in the center, you see a large golden egg
Oh my
made of
gosh.
pure gold in the middle of this table.
Is there a ghost in it? No, I can't.
A honey thing, golden things everywhere. Guys,
Oh, there's
Guys.
a Rue on camera.
guys, we've been kidnapped by General Mills.
Hi, Rue.
Bye, Rue.
Bye, Rue.
Okay, sorry about that.
You're
It's
fine.
okay.
Alright, so what question was asked towards me?
I was asking if you were okay.
I'm Midnight just kind of looks at you and like shrugs her shoulders, and then looks back down at the ball.
While the man is gone, Naya is gonna get out of her chair.
Mhm.
And she is gonna walk over and investigate the ball and chain.
Whoops.
Whoops.
Nobody sees that. Nobody sees
I see a random ping that won't go away.
There's a circle there
There's a
that
circle.
shouldn't be anymore.
Okay.
How do I
Nobody saw
delete it?
that. Nobody
You can
saw
click
that.
it. You can select it with the arrow and click
It
it.
won't let me select
You have to select the entire
Zoom,
shape. Try to.
zoom in really far. And
Yeah,
then
you
click
gotta
on
be
it.
really precise on it. It's a shape.
You want me to delete it? Oh, there
There
you
we
go.
go. It's gone. Alright.
Yeah, for some reason shapes don't like to be clicked. You have to zoom in really close.
Okay.
I didn't realize I clicked on the draw
So-
tool. I was trying to click on the pan tool so I could get more of the map on my screen.
So
Is
you
Naya
check
able
out-
to get out of her seat?
Yes, Naya stood up just fine. You inspect the ball and chain. You see several glyphs written on it. They seem to appear of some old language that you don't quite recognize.
Are they carved? Are they drawn? Is it ink? Is it paint?
They are as if it was made with it.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab the cup of water and just kind of give it a sniff. Smell okay?
I'm
It
gonna
smells fine.
inspect it as well.
Yeah, I'm
The
gonna
ball
take a
and
sip.
chain.
It is
And then-
a very bronze gold, like a rose gold looking ball and chain. It has a chain that is attached to Midnight's foot.
Okay, I'm gonna set the water
Midnight
back
thing.
down. Then I'm gonna get up and see if I can read what's on the ball.
Midnight, you can't stand up.
Oh,
You go to try and stand up and push on the chair. You push with your hands, your butt is firmly seated in this chair.
Okay. So I want to try something.
Okay.
The Midnight wears this like ring that spans two of her fingers. And she's going to try to enter the ring.
Okay.
Is she able to?
The gate behind you shakes.
Oh.
The chains rattle. You are still sitting firmly in the chair.
Okay. So the rest of you just see her like rub the ring and then seem frustrated after the gate shakes.
He comes back. He suddenly appears. He's just suddenly there. He looks disheveled. He looks frustrated. He takes a deep breath. Okay, let's try this again. I am known as Autor.
How do you spell that?
Autor, author without an H.
Yeah, A-U apostrophe T-O-R.
Okay.
And he looks at Naya standing up from where she was and says, "Hello, can you please introduce yourself? Tell me a little about you." He ends
I already
this with
told you my
question mark.
name. I told you my name twice. I think that's quite enough.
Okay. Can you tell me a little about you? He starts rubbing his beard as if he's thinking. Or trying to
Naya is still standing up behind Midnight's chair. And is going, like, she's gonna put her hand on Midnight's shoulder. And she is staring Autor down. It's like, I'm Naya, I'm an Eladrin, and I'm getting kind of ticked off.
He nods his head and says, "I am too. I completely understand. This is not what I expected."
And sir, what did you expect?
I expected, and he disappears again.
Can I insight check him on the not expected?
Well, that's starting to get annoying real quick.
You can certainly do so. Go ahead and roll.
Nope. Okay. 4.
As far as you can tell, he definitely seems frustrated about the statement. To you, it definitely looks like he didn't expect whatever he didn't expect.
And to be fair, Nita user, my character is 5. I'm not supposed to be mature.
Is that bread on the table?
It is bread on the table.
Alright, I start eating the bread.
He reappears, he slams his hands on the table, and takes a deep breath. His hands are clenched.
I gotta reopen roll 20.
He growls under his breath at nothing.
How do I get myself back in the seat? There we go.
I didn't expect you to be here.
Where is here?
The better question is, who were you expecting?
What is here?
He starts to open his mouth, then holds his hand to it as if he's thinking intently, and says, "I can't tell you, but understand, I'm a friend."
I'm still very suspicious of you, sir.
While he's sitting here and you all are talking, you see his beard growing longer. You see his eyes getting a little more set into his face. You see a bruise appear here and there on his arm. He seems like he's concentrating very strongly.
I'd like to do a medicine check to see if I recognize, because I as a player recognize that he's aging rapidly, but my character may not know that.
Mhm. I mean, you can even tell as a child, it's happening so quickly. You can tell that appears to be what's going on.
Is it like taking his life force to be here?
I
Firedale DMs.
Okay, one moment. Let me check Meteor's DM.
have a theory.
I do as well.
Want to fill me in?
I feel
The
like every
gate
time he
shakes.
pops out, time is passing.
Okay.
Yep.
The gate shakes rapidly behind you as Midnight concentrates for a moment. He speaks up. He looks at Kalina and says, "And you are?"
My name is Kalina.
Can you tell
And
me
I'll just-
a little about yourself? He doesn't seem
Out
bothered
of
by you being close, Naya. He doesn't seem like he's fighting off you trying to touch him or check on him.
Midnight looks a bit startled at the moment. Kind of looks back at the gate, kind of like processing things in her mind.
Hey, out of character question. What kind of information is he looking for? Like that
He's
from
asking Kalina about Kalina. It's totally up to you, whatever information you want to offer.
I literally only told him that I was ticked off, so I mean,
Yeah.
share what you want.
I don't know if I feel like giving him information about him because I don't know if I trust him.
Yeah, now there is one thing you are absolutely sure of. You know you can't lie.
Sir, I don't know if I trust you to give that information. Anna tells me not to talk to strangers.
He nods his head. He gives a little smile and strokes his beard. He turns and looks at Naya and he says, "I'll be okay, child. It's just a little rough." And as he says that, you see a bruise appear by the corner of his mouth. He turns his eyes and looks at Midnight and says, "I know a bit now, but can you tell me a little about yourself, Midnight?"
Midnight.
He says your name, even though you've not really given it.
Mm-hmm. Midnight.
Well, we've kind of been screaming it.
Midnight looks to him and kind of like opens her mouth as if to talk, but like nothing comes out, and like just slowly closes it again. And she looks
head.
like she wants to say something but is unable to.
Okay, he says, "Okay, this seems a little hard on you all. So one moment, I will make it a little bit easier here. I'm sure you all are hungry." And the moment he says the word hungry, pretty much all 5 of you, your stomachs growl, and you do realize you're quite famished.
Midnight's already been nomming on
I've
the
been
bird.
inching around the table to try to get the honey, so yeah.
Yeah, he waves his hand across the table and says, "We can talk over a meal." And before you see plates suddenly wink into existence. The water that was in your cup now looks a light brown. It has a sweet-ish scent. On your plate, you see a potato, some cauliflower, a bowl of carrot soup, and a chicken leg or two. And he says, "Please eat, and tell me a little bit about yourselves if you're okay with it. I promise I'm a friend." And he takes the first sip of the drink and a bite of the food, and and also breaks off a piece of the bread and eats it.
Naya's gonna pour her drink on the floor and fill the cup with her water skin.
Okay. He looks a little bit sad that you did that. As you pour your water skin, it appears to pour tea.
Okay. I didn't
Same
know what that
thing.
drink was. I preferred water.
I totally understand. So he turns his eyes and looks at Phelan and says, "Perhaps you would be willing to tell me a little about yourself?"
Who is he looking at?
Yeah.
Phelan.
Oh. My name is Faye.
Your name is Faye? He taps his chin, then taps his nose, winks and points his finger at you, as if a "we're in the know" type deal. Or, "I totally understand what you're saying." That's the kind of feeling you get from it. He turns and looks at Colfax and says,
Mhm.
"And you?"
Hello.
Maybe- Hello. And who might you be? I know your name is Colfax, but
Yes.
can you tell me a little about yourself?
Oh, yes, yes. I am a elf, and I'm very, very
He nods his
far
head
away
in
from
good
home.
I'm just kind of like looking over all of the food and just like my eyes are just darting all over the place, looking at everything, and I'm just like going 100 miles an hour.
Well, one time I found this lizard, and he was very. It was very hard to catch, but I caught him, and I brought him back to my parents, and they were like, "Oh, you did such a good job! Yeah, you will be a fine ranger elf." And I was like, "Yeah, this is really good, yeah." And so we celebrated, and we had a big meal, and they gave me a little bow to play with, and it was a good time, and I had fun, and there were other kids, and we played, and
Nodding
one,
his head.
one time I made a snowman, and I knocked the snowman down because it was mean. Yeah, it was very mean.
You're
Yeah,
exactly
yeah,
as
yeah.
I've been told.
So
Okay.
this entire time that like Phelan and Colfax have been talking to him, like
Mhm.
every so often Midnight like opens her mouth to try and say something and then closes it back up again just a couple different
Naya,
times.
it tastes like very good bread. It has been raised. It's not enleavened. Kalina, it looks like bread. It looks like a very nicely made bun of bread.
I still don't know if I trust it.
And then while Colfax is going on and on and on, Midnight looks down at her puppets, and she picks all of them up and holds them up, showing them to Autor.
He has a very big smile on his face, and he
So
nods his head.
I'm gonna
And
ask
she puts them back down. and
ask
kind of just
something
looks down.
very quick here.
Okay.
For GM.
Okay.
As I work on something here. Hold on. That's the wrong thing.
Give me just a moment. I have
sure.
to run really quick. I will be right back. So consider what you're thinking.
Okay. Yeah.
Quick, the dragon's gone. Talk.
I was just gonna ask if we were able to move around a little bit.
This is very curious.
I think this is our age up.
Yes,
That's what I
would
was
guess that
wondering.
as well.
Yes.
I would imagine when we are let back out, we will be older. Yes.
think I'm pretty sure I know what's going on with the ball and chain in the gate at the moment.
Naya just wants it
Is
gone.
this? I'm wondering if this is how you get tied to your familiars.
I think so.
So, out of character, I believe this is my pact.
Yeah.
Yes, that ties
There
you to
we
your
go.
familiar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, not the familiar part specifically, just
The pact in general. Yeah.
mhm.
That would track.
Yeah. Like it's keeping me from going too far into this, and he had to
Yeah.
make
Tie you
some kind
down.
of deal to allow me to even be this far away
Yes.
from my
Your patron, yeah.
my patron. Yeah.
Alina
I'm
does
just-
not trust him.
I'm just sitting here wishing that I could change my season at will because Naya would enter right now.
Yeah. So yeah, when Fire Dog gets back, we might have a fun moment. So
I'm back.
be prepared. Okay. All right. So is Colfax? Is he at all like, you know, in the chair? Like, you know how one of us has a ball and chain. Is everyone else kind of like stuck in their chair, or can we move around a little bit?
We can move around.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't feel any resistance to movement.
Okay. So Colfax.
Naya's been pacing the room the
so
whole time.
As everyone else is eating, Colfax is still talking, and he's kind of like kind of wandering about a little bit, almost like kind of like wandering over to him and being like,
Well, this one time there was this big boar, and I was chasing it around, and I ran over here, and it was running away.
And he's running all over.
I ran back, and I ran over here, and he ran really close, so I got up to him, and I got really close to him, and then I ran away.
He's laughing. He's laughing quite
It was so
heartily.
good, it was so amazing, and he ran all the way around.
Midnight like silently chuckles.
He was laughing quite nicely there. He says, "Yes, just like I've been told."
What do you mean, just like you've been told?
He starts to say something. Then he strokes his beard as his mouth closes
Please don't disappear again.
and says, "I can't explain." Very slowly and clearly.
Well, sir, can you tell us more about yourself?
Unfortunately, I can't. However, I can tell you something about yourself,
oh.
but I can't tell you.
What?
If you can't tell us, what can you do?
He thinks for a second. He strokes his beard. He looks up for a moment as if he's contemplating. He says out loud, "That's the game." And then he's still getting older as this is going on. He seems like he's starting to have a little bit of trouble concentrating. His beard is now down below the table. His face has age spots and little bruises appearing here and there. He reaches into his robe and pulls out 4 what look to be parchments of paper and another that doesn't quite look like paper. It has a pinkish hue. And he stands up and goes over to Naya and says, "Naya, I know you may not know me, but I've heard a lot about you. And I want you to have this." And Naya, he hands you a sheet of paper. One
Okay.
moment while I work on this.
Got pipes.
And I should be able to.
The handouts.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure that I can show it to just Naya.
Handouts, 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 handouts.
Should be able to
This
just
would be-
assign it to her.
Fire.
Mm-hmm.
And can you see that? in your handouts?
Yes.
Okay. Then he walks to Midnight and says, I'm sorry that this is how it had to be. I had no choice. I hope you understand. And Midnight, he gives you the parchment that's kind of pinkish.
She
The words on the paper seem to bounce around as if they're fighting each other, but you can definitely make out what it says. Kalina, he does the same to you and says, the bread is good, I promise.
Still looks at him questioning.
And he offers you a parchment. It'll be in your handouts.
Okay.
Phelan,
Hi.
he looks to you and he offers a parchment to you.
She
There's
takes it
Althemia.
Handouts, there we go.
She takes it questionably.
And lastly, Colfax.
Yes.
He looks at you and says, take care of the children. I know how strong you can be.
I will.
And he gives you a parchment as well.
Thank you.
Phelan
He
looks
goes to sit
triggered.
down, and he takes a moment and says, please read. And once you're done reading, the parchment disappears. However, it is firmly embedded in your mind, so I'm not going to remove it from the handouts.
Darn.
Yeah, Naya has.
Phelan looks triggered.
Naya looks very panicked.
And he looks and says, I can only sow the seeds of what must be known. And then he gives y'all a moment to read, and he's very quiet, very solemn. His skin's starting to look a little saggy on his arms, and you actually see cuts appearing on his arms, on his neck, but he appears to be holding it together quite well. You see mist coming in from outside the area. Has everyone read their notes?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Naya,
I'm having a
angry
hard
triggered
time
or
reading
sad
it.
triggered?
Say that again.
Naya's not triggered.
Oh.
Phelan's triggered.
Oh, Phelan. Angry triggered or sad triggered?
Concern triggered.
Okay.
Yeah, Phelan looks a little bit upset.
Naya's looking alarmed, dare I say, spooked.
And he
Midnight
says,
looks like she understands.
and he says, I know you. I'm a friend. And that's all I can do. And his voice starts to get quieter. And you see his eyes starting to close. And he says, please take care. And he falls, his head hitting the table. And a moment later, the world disappears and you just see blackness. And that's where we'll end it.
Intrigue. So much
Uh-oh.
intrigue.
I suppose we will close out our streams here so that we can talk about this off
I
stream.
want to keep
Indeed.
going.
I know. I want to keep going, but also it's like, yeah, it's kind of also a good point.
Yeah.
So
Everyone
thank
else
you
wants to
all.
go for another 2 hours, you know?
I can actually do that tonight, so I'm like, okay.
No.
So thanks everybody for this second session of In the Demon's Grasp. You have met Autor, and Autor seems to be no more, as is the world around you. There is just blackness, and thanks everybody for stopping by.
No worries. Thank you for being here, everyone.
Have
Alright,
a
we'll
good
see
night.
y'all next time. I think tentatively, are we doing next week or are we doing the week after?
Everybody
holiday.
has said that they would be okay with next week. So I will say
Okay.
tentatively,
Yep.
but I will be fine if things come up because it is kind of really close to
Yeah.
specific holidays.
The holiday,
Right.
yeah.
I so just for everyone's knowledge, as far as if they do like 2 weeks from now, I will not be here 2 weeks from now as well as the week
Fair.
after that because
Okay.
I'll be traveling to and from my parents. So,
We'll take a little bit of a holiday break. It'll be fine.
but then I'll be back and I'll be fine. So,
Yeah.
So I hope to see some people next time as we see what happens next.
Yeah.
So, bye everybody.
Bye,
bye
everybody.
everyone. Thanks for being here. Glad to have y'all.
Bye.